punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And 12 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw. Wagner. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wagner looking underneath. He's got Akers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back to throw. Wagner. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field stretch has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the game winner and put it in the end zone.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now a run with Akers. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
To throw on 2nd down. Sawyer got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Green Bay.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. The play fake. Sawyer. Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Sawyer. Got Gordon open, completes it. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing on 1st down. Sawyer. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Sawyer. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Melvin Gordon.
From 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
CeeDee, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not art, now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Antoine Winfield.
Operating from the gun, Wagner. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Wagner. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Wagner going for him. This is intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Here's Gordon. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Sawyer. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
To C.D. Lamb.
C.D. Lamb there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. C.D. for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Vikings 3. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
To Devin Duvernay. That's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
Looking to throw. Wagner. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll take it right on the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first and 10, Sawyer. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Packers 21, Vikings 3. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and take it.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up second and 7.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
A gain of 4 brings up third and 4.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses, basics, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Sawyer. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Sawyer. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. Look out! Touchdown! Packers. Irv Smith Jr. 74 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Four yards remain for 2nd down. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And a Packer first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Sawyer. Left side here, and it's complete.
Sawyer's pass.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Vikings' 49-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Sawyer. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The second down pass intercepted. The Vikings take over first down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation,
it's caught inside the 25. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Operating from the gun, Sawyer. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
They need to great stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Sawyer. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sawyer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Going right back to Akers. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
The 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, Akers. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Off play action, Wagner. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
On first down, Sawyer looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll go again here with Akers. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Wagner. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Throwing on first down. Wagner. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 6 there on first.
out of bounds.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run this with Akers. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 19-yard line. A big play there by Gordon. 44 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off the play fake. Sawyer looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sawyer. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone, and Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wagner. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Off the bootleg, Wagner escaping the pressure right. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On the counter, this is Akers. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
From the gun, Wagner, flush to his right. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wagner. That is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wagner. Launches a screen pass, that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this hits. Oh, my goodness. He pulled it in one-handed. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Wagner. Toward the end zone, but that That's going to wind up incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
A 3-yard.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Hamler there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get that to Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Wagner. Now they go screen. It's complete. He is out of bounds right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first and 10. Wagner. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw on second down. Wagner flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man Hamler, that's complete. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw again. Wagner. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And he's got it. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Off play action. Wagner. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Ryan Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Vikings 19.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Gordon.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 35-yard line.
It's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of 12. First down, Packers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Sawyer. That's caught on the right side of Smith. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.